So in this video, I'm going to give you a very quick idea in terms of how you can get a rough starting point of your calorie recommendations. This is a free website you can use, and it's calculator.net. And in my opinion, it is better than the TDEE website that everyone else is using. I believe it is much more accurate. But again, with any calorie calculator, it's a best guesstimation starting point, and then you'll need to adjust from there. So I'm going to use myself as an example to start with as a male, then I'll use a female as an example after. But if I am 35, 180 centimeters tall, currently 74-ish kilograms, could be 73, could be 75 on a high or low day. On average, I'm exercising between 1 to 3 days per week. So this would be me basically getting about maybe 5,000 steps a day on average. So basically at a desk all day. These are the calorie numbers that I get. So my weight maintenance is approximately 2,300-ish calories per day. Could be more, could be less. Now for me, my body fat percentage, I can still lose very safely between a half a kilo to a kilo per week, just depending on how aggressive I want to go. So what I would usually recommend is, or a calorie range I would recommend is between 1330 up to 1830 if you're using specifically this website. So on days, you could potentially go as low as 1330 calories on a given day. You can stay there if you want faster fat loss results. You can go up to 1800 calories for slower fat loss results, or you can be anywhere in between. It just depends on how fast you want to lose weight, but between these two numbers are very safe. Now let's use a typical female, someone who would usually come to me for coaching who's looking to lose some body fat. This is again just a rough example. Age 25 female, 165 centimeters tall, about 70-ish kilograms, on average exercising 1 to 3 days per week. So they might just go to the gym, train for 3 days a week. They don't do any additional steps or cardio, which is the far majority of people who I end up training. Now, estimated maintenance calories is to be around 2,000 calories. So your 2,000 calories, if you're weight training 3 days a week, going about your normal daily life, that's roughly how many calories you're going to be burning on a given day. Now, for this person, they can go as low as 1,000 calories a day if they want very fast fat loss results. And for at least a half a kilo per week, you'd be looking at about 14, maybe 1,500 calories per day. Granted, you can also go in between these numbers. These aren't set in stone. You could be on 1,300 calories. You could be on 1,100. You could be on 1,200. You could have one day at 14 and one day at 12. It doesn't matter. Now, a lot of people will say, just go for the really slow approach, the 1,700 calories per day. The problem with that is people are notoriously crap at accurately tracking their calories. And for some people, this just puts them into a position where they just end up spinning their wheels and not making any weight loss progress. When you are the most overweight is when you can go lowest in calories to get the fastest fat loss results. Then as you get leaner, you actually increase your calories because there's going to be a smaller deficit because there's not as much fat available at that point. So in my opinion, I'd rather people start lower at the start, and then things only get better from there as you get leaner and leaner. Now, this isn't to say that you have to eat 1,000 calories a day, no, but this gives you a range, and anywhere in that range will result in fat loss. So technically, yes, anything below 1,900 to 2,000 calories is going to result in fat loss, but you should be able to achieve at least, in my opinion, 0.5 to 1% of your body weight loss per week, or at least your measurements should be decreasing on a weekly basis, even on a bi-weekly basis, depending on how lean you are.